Hello everyone. So today we will be solving the Leetcode problem number 785, which is graph bipartite. So what exactly is a bipartite graph? So it's basically if we can color the graph in a way as two adjacent nodes have different colors, and we do not use more than two colors. So that's the definition of bipartite graph. So we have to return if the graph that is given to us is bipartite or not. So let's start with the problem. So what we are given here is we are given adjacency list of the graph. So what we will do is we'll first start with say we have a colors array, and then we initialize everything to -1, -1, -1. That means that nothing is colored, and we start with any component, and we color first node as 0, and we do BFS traversal, and in BFS we keep on coloring with alternate colors. Okay, so that's going to be our approach. So how we will do this is uh, so let's start with this sum. So we write int n equal to graphs dot size. So sorry, it's graph int n equal to graph dot size. Then the next thing we do is we make a colors array. So set a vector of int color array, color array, and the size will be n, and the value will be -1 for the array. The next thing we need is q of integers. Let's name it as q. Okay, and what else do we need? So I think that will do our work for now. So we first iterate over the entire array I equal to 0, comma I less than n, comma I plus plus. So we are iterating over the entire array such that this is because we don't want to miss on any component. There can be multi-component graph, so we cannot list the other component with PFS. We have to check if it is there or not. So the condition here will be if color array of I is equal to -1, only then we enter into the loop, because that is a new component that we are starting to search. So in the component, what we do is we first push the value I in the queue, and the next thing we do is we color of I equal to 0. So first node we color with the paint 0. Then what we do is we write while q while not of q dot empty to make sure that we loop out after the BFS traversal is done. So what we do in this is int it is just an integer variable which is the node equal to q dot front, and then q dot pop. We remove the item from the queue, and after this, okay, so we have the starting of the queue, and we also popped the queue. So int color equal to our color R of IT. So we meant like we note down the color which is there of the node, the current node, and we will color the adjacent nodes, the edges that are connected to this node with alternate color. So what we do is we look for auto. Auto will be in integer type. Auto IT in graph of IT. So we will sorry, not auto IT. Let's name it auto ITS. So we are going into the adjacent nodes of the given node and say that is not traversed. Say if we have condition if color R of IT is equivalent to the array of ITS. This exactly means that the adjacent nodes have same color. So this ultimately means that it is not a bipartite graph. So we will directly return false here. And the next thing we do is if LR of ITS equal to -1, say it is not colored yet. So at this point what we do is q dot push ITS, push the ITS node in the queue so that we can move ahead in PFS traversal, and color R of ITS equal to not of the color of our immediate parent. Okay, so we have colored it properly and it will go on traversing. So at the end what we do is we just return true if we traverse the entire array properly and we don't have any value, so it is definitely true. Or if this condition is uh, satisfied, which means that it is not bipartite. So let's try to run this code. Okay, so it ran. Let's try to submit the code. Okay, so that is it for this question.